Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another game of lower league soccer action here on New Logical Sports Plus. If you were joining us from our previous game, you caught the Eastern District Soccer League matchup between Sporting Hibernians versus CA Toomey, finishing 3-1 in favor of Toomey. Now we move over to the Long Island Soccer Football Premier Division. Two sides facing off. Istria SC versus New York Polet here at Astoria Park in Queens. I am Mark Radigan, your commentary and play-by-play host tonight. Been a long day of soccer action, but a nice way to round off our coverage here on New Logical Sports Plus. And we are underway here in Queens. It's a cold and rainy night here in Queens. Hats off to our man, Pat Murphy, behind the camera, bracing the rain. As it starts coming down here in Astoria. Moving forward here, a little bit of pressure here as the rain begins to make an impact. Breaking forward here, opportunity, and a good save. Wait for the keeper. Get down, force that ball out of play. It's Istria SC on the attack here. Swings that cross in, but headed on. Now in possession of New York Polet. Istria in all blue, going from right to left. New York Polet, white tops, blue shorts, blue socks, going from left to right. Take a quick glance at the table in the Premier Division. Istria sit third, 17 points, 1 point behind tonight's opponent, New York Polet, on 18. Both sides vying to hunt down the New York Irish Rovers, who sit top of the table on 21 points after 8 games played. A win today for New York Polet, joint top of the table, and presumably hold sole possession of first with a win greater. A 2-0 win would see them jump the New York Irish Rovers into first in the Premier Division. Istria, with a win, can jump only as high as second with 20 points. But evenly matched season for both sides. 8 games played. New York Polet 5-3-0. Istria 5-2-1. Been a good season for both these sides. New York Polet still undefeated as that ball is played in, headed down. That one goes out of play for a throw-in. Istria, lone loss of the season, came all the way back on November 30th, the final game of the first half of the season, a 4-3 thrilling contest. A defender trying his best to get his body between the man and the ball, but just could not keep himself from bringing down the in this LISFL Premier League matchup. Istria now from the spot. And he scores with conviction. João Gavilanes from the penalty spot. And it's 1-0 Istria SC. Barely 6 minutes into this contest. And Istria have the advantage. Cool, calmly taken penalty straight into the bottom left corner. Excuse me. Etienne Botti, number 11. Goal scorer is Etienne Botti. Now, how will Polet respond? Oh, good ball. Through. He's in. Body's moving forward. Istria. Oh, but that's good defending there to cut that pass out. Istria moving the ball nicely. But back at the feet of the Polet defense. Dispossessed. Istria back with it now. Midfield. That's a bit of a heavy challenge, but no free kick. Play on, says the referee. Now back to the keeper. Reset. Istria moving up this right wing. Oh, with pace. Beats one defender, but that's good defending to win the ball back. For New York Polet, it's been a strong season. Number of draws. Drew in the reverse of this fixture in the first game of the season, 2-2 with Istria. And this is their first meeting since. Had an unbelievable end to the fall. An 8-0 win over Olympiacos New York. And then a 6-0 win over Guyana Juniors, AP Generals, on November 23rd and November 30th. But now, we are back into the spring half of this season. Still a number of games left in April and May. With others TBD, but still trying to amass this invincible season. Will have some work to do now on the back foot, but on the attack, breaking forward, ran into a wall there. And now back in the hands, or feet, of Istria. Free kick taken quickly. Now, Istria looking to break forward, but just a miscommunication there. That run was not being made. And it's just back to the feet of Polet. It is a cold, windy night in Astoria. Well, cold is relative. Mid-40s. It's raining. It feels cold. Shout out Steven. Once again, behind the camera, in the rain. Keeping that technology under plastic and making sure you all at home have a broadcast to watch here on New Logical Sports Plus. As that ball is sent out of play onto the racetrack, and it's a throw-in for Istria. Always like taking a look at the goal difference of these sides. Istria, the highest scoring team in this division, tied with Altheria SC, who currently sit in 5th. Both sides have 35 goals. Polet, 29, so not that far off the pace. They've only conceded 8 goals, though. Istria have conceded almost 20. 19 to be exact. So, defense, little lackadaisical. Polet, bit more well-drilled, a bit more organized. That 8 goals conceded is probably why they haven't lost any games this season and have drawn 3 times. As this is an opportunity for Istria, a bit of a mix-up at the back, but the offside flag comes up. Certainly looked like it was a little too good to be true for the boys in blue, but as a matter of fact, the official raises his flag and it's offside, and we're back underway. Polet playing with a little bit of fire. Need to sort of figure this out quickly. Still early. Only a 1-goal deficit, but it's definitely looked a bit more Istria heavy, as Polet now might try to change that. Cuts inside toward the middle. Good footwork here, trying to create some space, but back toward the midfield, and it's given away! Istria breaks through! 1-on-1 against the keeper! He rounds the keeper! And he hits the post! Unbelievable! He did all the hard work, beat both defenders, rounded the keeper, and just could not get his effort on target. It rattles the post and goes out for a throw-in. Wow! And that one's out for a goal kick, but Polet completely caught out. That should have been 2-0 to Istria. What an opportunity. Heavy challenge there. Istria breaking forward, but that's good defending. Now an opportunity for Polet. Looking to fashion a cross here. Brought down. No fouls, says the referee. And the sideline official saying a throw-in for Istria. Polet forward, can't believe it. Polet winning the ball back in a dangerous area, trying to fashion a way through, but dispossessed once again. And this is some good 1-2 play, trying to keep it. Moving forward with pace. This is good footwork here. Istria. But Polet, it was a 5v1. You'd bet that Polet would win that ball back. And they did. But now Istria breaking on the attack once again. Unbelievable pace from this forward line. But they just could not keep the ball in. And it's out of play for a goal kick. Back in play quickly. Taking it short. Ooh, dangerous ball back there. Keeper had to move to get that one, but moving it forward. Hooved long and headed down. Istria cutting inside. Could not beat his man. Flicked on, but just Polet struggling to build out from the back. Only true chances have been from one long ball and some high press, but that long ball way off the mark and out of play for a goal kick. As our friend between the sticks makes the long jog over to get that ball. That's a deep, deep track. Always the worst when you're playing low-level soccer, operating on a chase sort of system. You send that ball out, either you're going to get it or the keeper's going to get it. And in a situation like this, the keeper is usually going to get it. Oh, heavy challenge there, but Istria midfielder was able to stay on his feet. Oh, good 1-2 there. Great overlapping run. Opportunity for Istria. Trying to get the ball into the box. Can the forward get there? Oh, just not enough. Good defending from Polet. Way to have wheels and fashion that ball out of danger. And now, can they counter? Push in the back and a foul. Free kick going the way of Istria. Just as we approach the first 20 minutes of this contest. That one's flicked on. Polet trying to now turn, work through bodies, and that's a heavy challenge. A free kick going the other way now for Polet. As midfielder down in a heap, still trying to get up, and he's up under his own power. Definitely doesn't look like that didn't hurt. I'd imagine. I've been on the end of a couple of those myself. It is not fun, especially getting up, trying to catch your breath. You're just like, ow. But he's a trooper. He's up. And Polet need him. They're down a goal. Looks to shoot a ball into the box. That one's headed clear. Flicked on. Brought down. Oh, nice flick. Opportunity for Polet. Can they fire a shot? In the box. Shots on. Saved. That was a good passage of play from Polet and a good effort forcing a save from the Istria keeper, and it's out for a throw. More of that is needed from Polet as they continue to grow into this game. In the middle now. Thought about shooting. Opted against it. Now on the near side. Outside the boot. Can he get there? He can! Istria are in! Can he beat his defender? Man up in support. Back heel. Sets him up. Beats his first defender. Tries to round the... But can't. And that one is fired forward. But Polet trying to do the spectacular. They're breaking away now. Is this the opportunity? And that's a great tackle. Way to get a body on it. And the ball's in the hands of the keeper. But Istria nearly 3-0 up. Could have been 2-0 a few minutes ago. And it really should have been 3-0 right there. But both times trying to round the keeper and just could not find the back of the net. Polet should honestly be counting their lucky stars right now because they are not defending like the New York Polet of the fall. Istria, the much better attacking side, are really playing like it. Well, much better. Only 6 more goals. Give our boys in white and blue a little bit more credit. This is a free kick for Istria. Swung on and in, but over the head of everybody and out for a goal kick. Just about midway through this first half, and really it's been pretty even. Istria have had the much more threatening chances in front of goal, but Polet have maintained some semblance of possession. So, in terms of the possession and the fight, it's been an even fight. But Istria really should have a couple more goals on the score sheet right now. Just 2 unlucky finishes after rounding the keeper. But a great block on that latest effort off the line. Some individual moments of brilliant defending from Polet, keeping them in this game. As that looked like a high boot. Istria player hit the ground, but still in possession. Advantage played as the rain starts coming down harder here in Astoria. Moving the ball forward here. Looked like a good area to get a cross in, but could not keep the ball from going out. It's another throw in. Throw in. Nearly given away, but that's offside. That ball's played in, but to the keeper. And now Polet trying to break through this press, but Istria just will not let them get beyond midfield. Trying to break through this back line. Cutting inside toward the middle. But a crash of bodies. And again, ball given away. Istria back with the ball. Moving forward. In midfield. Shot is on! And low toward the middle of the goal. Safely into the hands of the keeper. Istria win it back. Polet, last 5 minutes, struggling to keep the ball. Oh, good flick on, but picked off by Polet. That ball is forward, trying to move up this near side, but dispossessed, and now back to the Istria keeper. And that's a free kick. Now here, a set-piece opportunity for Polet. First real opportunity in the past 10 minutes for the visitors to threaten the Istria goal. Istria doing very well to keep them in their own defensive third, but now, from this set piece, it's a little far out. Probably 28 yards or so. The box is a little faint, but only one guy in the wall. See what Polet can do from this set piece. That one's on and just wide, but into the arms of the keeper. Looked like it was going slightly wide of that far post. Oh, now an opportunity on the break here. Istria 3-on-3, but that's good defending once again from Polet. Istria on the high press, winning the ball back. Now they've got numbers forward, and he scuffed his shot. He went for the cheeky chip and completely mistimed it. Istria getting so many opportunities, they don't know what to do with them. As that ball's played through. Still at the feet of Istria and into the box. Opportunity! And it's in. That one's in off the post. Istria double their advantage. Ball played in. Perfectly weighted. Through the penalty area. All alone. All he had to do was set himself and chip it just over the incoming keeper from New York, Polet. And Istria, just like that, 2-0 up, and deservedly so, here on a rainy night in Queens. How will Polet respond to this now? Quite frankly, they're lucky that this isn't 3, 4, or 5-0. It is only 2-0, but Istria are playing with immense confidence and really forcing the issue against Polet. And a team that has not lost this season are playing like they are going to see their first loss of the campaign. And Istria breaking through again. There was a clash of bodies there. Blue shirt hits the ground, but nothing doing. That's a throw-in. Got to get through midfield, and that one's picked off again. Istria, seemingly at a second's notice, just appearing and picking the ball off the feet of a Polet player anytime they try to dribble it forward. See, right there, once again, the high press continues to work. Polet trying their hardest to play their way through this, but they just cannot maintain possession. Istria win the ball back again. Now back to the keeper to try and reset. And that one poked forward. Now an opportunity all alone. Polet switching the field now to the far side. Can he keep it in? He can. And then kicks it out off the Istria defender. An opportunity for some Polet players to get forward. Now in the middle. Shooting opportunity here. And that one's wide. Looks like last touch off the Istria keeper. Wasn't sure if that one was going on target, but better safe than sorry. And it's a corner kick for Polet. And it looks like we have some substitutions for them as well, as we approach the final 10 minutes of this contest. The first half of this contest. Polet might hope, might be the final 10 minutes of this contest. But they may feel that karma's on their side. That it was their destiny for Istria to hit the post. And it was their destiny for Polet to clear the ball off the line. And there's still plenty of time left to mount this 2-goal comeback. But Istria playing with a lot of confidence. Whoa! That was a pretty clear-cut free kick. I mean, haven't seen a guy do a full somersault on a pitch in a real long time, but maybe momentum. That ball's played in. Polet, can they get it back? Keeper came out. Just too heavy of a touch, and Istria able to clear that. Throw in taken. Istria. Looks like they have 10 players behind the ball. Shooting. No. Chipped in. Run up the far side, but he can't keep it in. It's a goal kick. Smart idea. Just a little too long. Istria now playing it out from the back. Through ball forward. But only as far as the Polet keeper. Flicked on again. But cleared into the stratosphere by Istria. Oh, tried to do a nice first time through ball in. Can they maintain possession? No. Istria on the back foot here, trying netting. More of that needed from Polet. As Istria again, once again, fail to take advantage of a counterattack opportunity. And he had his pocket pick there. But that pass was picked off. More substitutions now for Polet. Long ball over the top. Defenders chasing for it. Istria cutting inside. Trying to beat through 3 defenders and just could not maintain possession. Istria trying to play it out, dribbling forward. Pressure's on, and that one's out of play. Last touch off who? Polet. It's an Istria throw. Is Istria now crossing chance into the box, and that one's cleared away. Istria had bodies making the run in, but low-driven cross into the legs of the Polet defenders. Pass, a bit of a slip there. Starting to get a little slick. Lobbed over the top, good touchdown. But, ooh, he got caught flat-footed. Polet trying to take advantage. Istria forcing them to slow things down. But now, possibly on the break on the near side. Driving forward. Beats one man, but cannot beat the other. And the goalkeeper comes out to rifle that one away. There is a Polet player down in the middle. Still in a great deal of pain. Looks like he's clutching his face. Maybe caught a loose elbow. Looks like he's okay. And now play will resume with a throw-in on the near side. It has not been calm for Istria, but certainly dictating the flow of play as they break on the attack here. 4v5 into the middle. Now an opportunity, beats one defender, in the middle, opportunity to shoot, and it's wide. Left-footed shot from just inside the middle of the box. But just dragged it wide, could not get it on frame, was going for that top right corner. But just narrowly misses, and it stays 2-0. Brought that one down. Keeps it in. And now it's out of play. Thought he had it, but just trickled over the line. Switching the field now. Istria looking to break down this defense from the right, but that cross straight into the hands of the keeper. And now Polet looking to break quickly. Good touch. Ball played forward, but that one's cleared away. Throwing played back. Istria pressuring. That one's given away. Could this be 3? And no. That effort again. That one was sent straight to the keeper, but that drop kick low, nearly intercepted. Some nervy moments at the back for Polet, but now from back to front they go. In the midfield and slowing it down. Istria pressing high, trying to win the ball back, and they do. But Polet trying to slow things down. And now through the middle. Poor touch. Dispossessed. Back through the middle again, trying to hold his run. Looks like he did. In behind, one-on-one, but offside. The center forward was certainly offside, but the ball was played to Istria's right winger. Looked like he needed to hold his run just a second longer. But Istria win the ball back again. Another through ball, but that one's intercepted. Picked back off. Istria just winning the ball back off a whim. But Polet now breaking on this far side. And that one is offside. Slams down the ball in frustration. Chances have been few and far between for Polet. So I can understand the frustration there. Having been caught offside myself numerous times in my soccer career, I could say it does never makes you feel any better. Long ball over the top. Forward. Opportunity to 3v3 here. Couldn't get it to a body in the box. That ball's played in, perfectly weighted, rifled in the box, low, goal's wide open, and he walks it in. 3-0 Istria. Just like they drew it up. Through ball, wide open on the near side, low-driven cross to the back post, keeper beaten, could just walk it in. And slams it home to make it 3-0 Istria, right on the cusp of halftime. Making up for those two agonizing misses early on in the first half. And Polet, the only undefeated team left in the Premier Division, is 3 goals down before halftime. They've conceded 8 goals all season. And now you got to imagine Polet just looking for that halftime interval to regroup, figure out what they need to change, as we're now into first half stoppage time. As this ball is played forward, and it's another opportunity. Could it be 4-0 for Istria? And he scuffs his shot. Tried to create some space, and he drags his shot wide. Istria now driving forward again. Through ball in. Another opportunity. Not offside. Rounds the keeper. And he made him pay. third time's the charm for Istria, and it's 4-0 as the halftime whistle blows. Istria SC 4, New York Polet 0, as we enter halftime here in Queens. It's a miserable night in Queens, and it has been a miserable first half from New York Polet. But Istria don't care. They're having a ball. As we will take a short break, but we'll be back with the second half of action here from Astoria. It's Istria 4, New York Polet 0, halftime here on New Logical Sports Plus. We'll be right back. Apologies, everybody. Just a quick scorekeeping update. You can probably see the score updated here. It is 4-0 Polet. We had a bit of a miscommunication with the teams, the jerseys, and so on. So that is my mistake. I apologize to both sides and any fans listening at home wondering why I was essentially talking down to the team that scored 4 goals. So again, my apologies, everybody. On behalf of myself and New Logical Sports, apologies. We will have everything sorted and fixed for the second half. But it is, in fact, New York Polet 4, Istria 0. New York Polet are cruising for their 6th win in 9 games, excuse me. And Istria has been a game to forget. Hey, excuse me. I just had some conversations off screen for a moment, but again, apologies everybody. Just to issue another reminder, it is New York Polet 4, Istria SC 0 as we approach the second half of play here on New Logical Sports Plus. We will be right back with the second half of this contest from the LISFL here on New Logical Sports Plus. Again, it's Polet 4, Istria 0. Welcome back, everybody, for this second half of action here on New Logical Sports Plus. It's New York Polet 4, Istria SC 0. Again, apologies for the mix-up in the first half. All rectified in this half. It's New York Polet in all blue, Istria in the white shirts, blue shorts. This will hopefully be a funny laugh when everyone goes back to watch this game, but it has been a dominant performance from New York Polet, playing exactly like they have all season, the invincible side that they are. And Istria, it has not been a good showing from them. Yes, they've got 35 goals on this season, but defensively, they have been less than stellar this season, and it showed. Really struggling to deal with the high press from New York Polet, and New York Polet have just been much more clinical and much more astute on the defensive end. Now Istria completely off the pace tonight. Looking to find some way to fashion an opening in this contest. Istria struggling here. Going from right to left now, but this is a good play. Just too strong and into the arms of the keeper. But offside is the call. Wait a minute. Wow. Goalkeeper handled the ball outside the box. We have a direct free kick for Istria in a very dangerous area. At least that's what it looks like. It seems like the keeper came pretty far out and handled the ball, and that was an immediate whistle from the ref. So it looks like that this is a handball and a very dangerous set-piece opportunity for Istria. Free kick opportunity here. And Istria claw one back. Puts it on goal, and it's in! What a strike! An emphatic finish. Wow, absolutely rifles that past the keeper. Smart play, putting a guy in the box to distract the keeper, but I mean, that was a rifle into the back of the net to cut the deficit to 3. What an opener from Istria SC. But it's 4-1 New York Polet. Wow, what a strike. How will that change the complexion of this game? Istria have not looked clinical at all in front of goal so far tonight, but that, I mean, the gift really from Polet, and that was an absolute rocket into the back of the net. There have been a couple really good goals. Unfortunately, those goal calls will not be remembered fondly, but the goals will. And Polet scored a couple great goals, but I mean, Istria, that was a fantastic strike. Now, does that free kick give Istria a bit of newfound confidence? Because this is a team that can score. Like I said, top scoring team in the division with 35 goals in 8 games, 17 points, 8 games. The way this table is organized is interesting. So you got to switch the games played just over to the next column. Regardless, 8 games played, 35 goals scored. Make it 36. At this point now, 9th game of the season, Istria averaging 4 goals a game, but only have 1 and have conceded 4 tonight. Oh, it's a nicely weighted ball played in. Can he beat the keeper? Nicely done to get his legs on it. Now, player down in the box for Polet. Polet Soccer Club, founded by members of the Croatian diaspora here in New York back in 1974. Quite a diverse league we got here in the Long Island Soccer Football League. Number of Greek teams: Hellas, New York, Olympiacos, Asteras. You got Guyana Juniors, New York Irish Rovers. Unfortunate sight to see here. Polet, defender, getting helped off the field. You hate to see something like that. Wishing him a speedy recovery as Polet look to hold on to this 3-goal lead they have with just about 35 minutes remaining, plus stoppage time, of course, which there will probably be a bit added given the injuries and the set pieces. That one's flicked on. But back to the Istria keeper. Now with Polet down a defender, up 3 goals, you got to imagine that they'll try to settle this game down, play it on their own pace. But Istria trying to work their way forward, feeling a bit more confident after seeing the ball finally hit the back of the net. Polet probably could have had another 3 goals given some of the chances in that first half, but it is still a considerable mountain to climb that remains in front of Istria as these second half minutes tick on. And the rain continues to come down here in Queens. That ball is sent out of play. Looks like last touch off a Polet defender. It's now a corner kick for Istria. This half, it has been all Istria. You wonder if that's probably because I finally got the names right. Probably a fair assumption. Coincidence? I think not. Feel determined to avenge that first half performance, as that ball sent anywhere away from goal. Now, what can Polet do? One of their first attacks of the half. Oh, great reverse ball. Put in. Can he beat his man? He cannot. That was some great play there. A nice reverse pass to keep that ball moving into the box. Tries to fashion a move up the other side, but too much on that one, and that one's out of play for a goal kick. Polet in the middle. Heavy challenge there, fighting through it. Referee plays advantage. Oh, nice footwork there. Nice nutmeg. Oh, fancy footwork. This is nice. Flicked on. Can they keep it going? Toward the middle, and it's into the hands of the keeper. Polet have certainly taken their foot off the gas a little bit. Whoa. Pressuring high. I might have spoke too soon. Oh, but Istria defender does very well to work his way through that pressure. That was composure. As that one's played forward. Is he in behind? Looks like he's onside. But the goalkeeper beats him to it and plays that one out. No offside came up. That was a fair run. And nearly a golden opportunity to make it 4-2. Keeper did well to sprint off his line and get that one out of danger. Outside the boot, cross into the middle. It makes its way through, and it's in. They can't, can they? From 4 goals down, 2 goals in quick succession, Istria are right back in this game. An excellent cross, whipped in with the outside of the boot, beats all the Polet defenders, and the forward finds himself in the middle of the box all alone and just needed to compose himself and find that finish. And he did just that. New York Polet 4, Istria SC 2. And we have a game on our hands, folks. There's still 30 minutes left in this contest. We could have a cracking game on our hands. Will Polet rue those missed chances on those open goal looks? Remember, one hit the post, and one was cleared off the line, and another was directed straight at the goalie. So those are 3 goals that they could want back. And now Istria are on the attack looking for their 3rd. Moving forward into the box. Shooting opportunity, and it's saved. Unbelievable save. Cat-like reflexes from the Polet keeper to push that one away for a corner. But Istria are turning up the heat tremendously. They've got a Thanksgiving dinner to cook, and the turkey needs to go in the oven. And that heat is getting cranked. A corner kick now. Istria, opportunity here. They have all the momentum and then some. Swung on, headed in, off the line. We've had 2 goal line clearances Unbelievable. That was nearly 3 for Istria. Unbelievable. Istria still maintaining possession, but dispossessed right as I say it. Polet. Linesman waving for a foul. Free kick and a foul. That was taken quickly. But too quick for the referee's liking. Get that one back to its original spot. Now, what can Polet do here? Opportunity to fire this one in. Low driven. Doesn't beat the first man, but it's not out. Now it is. Cleared nicely by Istria. But can they bring it down? Istria pressing a lot harder than they were in this first half. They feel like that they can get back in this game. Polet now. Opportunity, but it's offside. Good finish, but offside is the call. Reprieve for the hosts. And so if you're just joining us, everybody, or if you're a fan from the first half and just decided to join us now, we had a bit of a blip in the score. First, it seemed like it was 4-0 Istria. Upon realizing that I made my mistake with the jerseys, it is in fact 4-2 New York Polet, as Istria have scored 2 straight goals to cut this lead in half and have looked like the side that wants to score 4 more. And now another free kick opportunity for Istria in a dangerous area. They scored one not that long ago from around this area. A little bit more central, but this similar distance. And now it's another opportunity. Istria, one of the best attacking sides in the league, are playing like it right now and are playing like a completely different side than what we saw in the first half. Guys clearly are all friends. Just looking to see where the post-game festivities are going to be after this contest. See what local bar each team will go partake in some pints after. As the referee just, lays down the law. Reminds everybody, hey, we're in the second half. We've played a lot of soccer right now. Let's not ruin all the good vibes that we've got going. But New York Polet have played just completely, almost in reverse, it seems like. But that one's cleared well out of the way of danger. Looks like that ball went at a 7-minute span. And now, with about 22 minutes left, Istria playing with a lot of confidence, feeling like they can get something out of this game after trailing 4-0 after the opening 45 minutes. Breaking forward again is New York Polet. Is he onside? He is not. Offside is the call. Bringing it back. Dispossessed, no foul. Istria on the break. Up this left side. Oh, excellent ball. Kept it in. Barely. It looks like it's still in. Great turn. Fighting for it, and there's a free kick and a yellow card. Let's see what this referee has to say. As he's making his way back to midfield. It looks like this is getting called back for a throw-in. I believe the official's having a conversation with his linesman. Just to kind of get a feel for what just happened. As we await confirmation of this decision. It looks like it's going to stick a throw-in for Polet. Yep, it is. Looked like it went out of play as that ball was played in, and Polet now an opportunity to regain possession. But now some conversations between the referee and the head coach of Istria SC. Does not look like he is very happy, protesting here to the referee, trying to figure something out. But it looks like he's got his money's worth. And the referee's just saying, hey, we got to get on with it. And that's exactly what we do. "70 minutes gone now. 20 minutes to go here in this second half. As that one is in. There was no one in the box to receive it, but it was still a little dangerous. Whipping across that corridor of uncertainty, but it's a... looks like an Istria throw-in. As bodies moving forward, yes. And now, toward the middle. Overthrown everybody. That was a crunching tackle. Polet keep possession and fire a shot in. Low, medium speed, but forced to save from the Istria keeper. The Istria keeper has had a pretty decent game, all things considered, conceding 4 goals, but they were 4 good goals. Not much that he could have done. Istria keeper as well, having a decent game. Or Polet keeper, excuse me. Even though he has not been threatened nearly as much by the Istria attackers, at least until this half. As that ball is out of play on the far side. As the rain continues to come down in buckets here in Astoria. I mean, you got to wonder what this pitch looks like, as it looks like another player is down. For Polet. Taking a moment to find another ball, looks like, too, on the far side. Ball's back in play, and we resume as we approach the final 15 minutes. This has been a crazy game. This has been a game that has gone really nonsensical since we came out of halftime. Looks like Polet were going to dominate this contest in every facet, but Istria have come out a different side and are looking to get something out of this game in this final 15 or so minutes. 2 quick goals in the early part of the second half, and they have threatened the Polet back line immensely in the time since. But the boys in blue have done well to weather the storm, both literally and figuratively. Just hope our boy Steven behind the camera is doing okay. I can only hear the rain coming down, and it sounds like it's coming down hard. It's the real trooper, one of the backbones of New Logical Sports Plus. As that ball is sent flying out of play on the near side. As that ball's played over the top. But that was some good defending to get in front of him. And he dragged it wide. Istria need to maintain these opportunities. They're making the right calls. It's just not falling for them just yet. But that was another opportunity, another good one. Got to keep learning from these opportunities and make them pay the next time. And that's something that seemingly Istria did all first half, and now they are trying to make them pay in the second. But Polet still leading commandingly, might I say. But Istria still has time. Not that much. As that ball turned. Played back to the keeper. And sent long. Over the head of one. Over the head of two and headed down. Istria now 1-2. Breaking forward into the box. And it's saved. Excellent save. Excellent double save. But Istria still with the ball. And that effort tried to catch the keeper off his line. Could not get it on frame. And it's another effort that's going wide for Istria. And you got to wonder how many of these chances will they hope to get back, considering they still need 2 goals to just get a point out of this contest. These two sides separated by 1 point in the table. And as it stands, New York Polet will be climbing to the top of the division. Keeper now taking a moment to tie his shoe. Defender comes in to launch that ball forward, but it's headed right back. Istria, hold on, wait a minute. Good opportunity here. Into the box, cuts inside, but offside. Nearly a golden chance to make it 4-3, but could not hold his run. And he's offside. Once again, another offside call for Istria. Oh, and that's an excellent long ball. Delicious touch. Breaking forward. Opportunity. And it's in. 5-2. New York Polet. Unbelievable. An excellent ball over the top. An even better touch. But he still had so much work to do. Driving forward, having to beat multiple defenders. Breaks into the box and slots it past the keeper. What a game that we have on our hands, and what a performance from New York Polet. It is 5-2 New York Polet over Istria, and with how this second half has gone and how well Polet have done to kind of weather the newfound momentum and confidence from Istria, it seems like that might be enough to put Polet over the top and put them at the top of the Premier Division in the Long Island Soccer Football League. But I mean, wow, what a touch. That was something. Excellent touch. The wherewithal and composure to bring it down, make the turn, and then drive forward while beating multiple defenders. Excellent passage of play from back to front. And a great 5th goal to cap off an incredible performance from Polet tonight. And you feel bad for Istria. First half really buried them. Take that first half away, and it's 2-1 as that one's played over the top, and keeper comes out to claim it. But yeah, take away that first half performance, and it's 2-1 Istria, but shipping 4 goals in the first half is a massive mountain to climb for any side. But for Istria, a team not known for their defensive prowess, just were not able to really leverage their attacking quality and get back into this game, especially against a Polet side that are nearly as good in attack, but are the best team defensively in the entire league. Conceding only 8 goals on the season, they've only conceded 1 goal a game. Well, now, obviously, that's 10, thanks to 2 delicious strikes from Istria. But still, Polet, easily the best defensive side in this league, as that ball is played over the top, nearly brought down, but had to be tipped away by the keeper. And that's a corner kick for Istria. They're not done yet. We still have 10 minutes left in this game, and Istria will not stop until that final whistle goes. Gotta respect it, as they feel confident that they can get something out of this contest. Corner kick is in. That's swung in, palmed away by the keeper, and fired toward midfield. Brought down in Istria. 9 minutes left in regulation, plus whatever's added for stoppage time. Is Polet now. Opportunity, edge of the box. Can they seal it? That one's blocked. Nicely blocked by Istria. And now trying to get this one forward, but defended nicely from Polet. Under 10 minutes to go now. 3-goal deficit for Istria to overcome. New York Polet putting out all the stops tonight. An emphatic first half display was enough to give them a resounding lead. But Istria came out firing in the second half and definitely gave the visitors something to think about. But an excellent solo goal just a few moments ago may have put the icing on the cake for New York Polet. Now driving forward, beats one defender. Numbers in Polet's favor here if they can keep the ball in. And looks like he kept it in, but dispossessed. Istria now. Oh, looks like we're getting a little chippy here. Whoa! No need for that. Referee urging both players over here. No need for this nonsense. A little... Everyone likes a little chippiness, but guys, it's late in the game. Unnecessary yellows. So I'll take it easy. Red! A red card has been issued to Istria, and that surely does it. Istria down to 10. Trying to plead his case. After Polet managed to keep the ball in, Istria dispossesses, but there was some jawing between the Polet and Istria players, and the referee issued a yellow to the Polet forward and a red to the Istria defender. What looks like for dissent more than anything else. There was a lot being said to the referee, but at this point now, 3-goal lead for Polet and a man advantage. That should do it for the visitors, but Istria looking to try and get something going in these final moments. Close control along that sideline, but it's out for a corner. So still knocking on the door. Crosses in. Was going for the runner, coming in late. And over the head of everybody, flicked on. And it's out. This has been an entertaining contest. Lots of goals, lots of chippiness, lots of action. Two teams that really care. And I mean, rightfully so. Two sides that are well within striking distance of the top of the table. And New York Polet truly played like it today. As, excellent 1-2. Crossing opportunity here. Bodies in the box. And that one, way too much pace on it. Hoping that a runner at the back post could have threw his body at it. But that one sails out of play for what looks like a goal kick. Careened out the wrong side of the corner flag. But yeah, what a performance from Polet. As that ball is played over the top. Looks like he's onside. At least according to the linesman. Keeper doing nothing. Besides making sure that ball stays as far away from his net as possible. And Istria go again. At this point, nothing to lose. Throw bodies forward, try to make it interesting. Still in possession here, but dispossessed by that final man. Try to flick on the clearance. Not cleared yet. And now, Polet looking to counter. 3 versus 2. Bodies in the box. Opportunity to pass it in. And it's wide. There's really not much to say about that. That was a pretty clear-cut opportunity for Polet. A 2v3, 2 unmarked players in the box, and could not find the pass, and the finish was probably just as bad. That's more of a passage of play that would probably summarize Istria's performance tonight. But all things considered, Polet has had a number of chances that have gone by the wayside just like that. Very well could have scored 7 or 8 goals today. But they'll settle with 5 or more in these final 2 minutes as ball's played through. Istria breaking in here, but offside is the call. Flag is up. Istria bench not happy, but linesman brought his flag up almost immediately. And the referee called that one back without a fuss. But with this result, as we approach the end of regulation, New York Polet will jump up to top of the Premier Division. Level on points with New York Irish Rovers on 21, but ahead on goal difference with a plus 11 goal differential. Istria SC will remain in third on 17 points, and this will be their second loss of the season. Goal difference, as this one's played in. Polet looking to make a change to that goal difference. Now into the middle. Can they add one more to their tally? Edge of the box. Shot is on. And another great save. 2 firm hands on it. And that one's ushered toward the corner and moved upfield. And lobbed forward away from goal. As these final seconds tick down. Istria still pressing hard. New York Polet, with this result, will have a plus 24 goal difference. Irish Rovers currently sitting on plus 13. That was a very crunching tackle as we approach stoppage time here. Free kick is in toward the back post. Misses everybody, but Polet still have it. Toward the middle. Shooting opportunity. Trying to get it through, and just could not get that final touch over the line. And that one goes out of play for a goal kick. And that should be close to it for New York Polet. Goal kick taken quickly. Now it's just up to the referee's discretion. How much time he's had it on as the rain continues to pound this wet field in Astoria. Istria playing for pride here. Offside. Istria, signs of life in the second half, but just not enough to put themselves over the top. And New York Polet with an emphatic display that puts them at the top of the table. And it could be one more here. Into the box, sends it in, and tried to go himself, but high and wide. Polet are fighting for that sixth goal. Want that extra exclamation point on this result. Still fighting here. Into the box, and that one sent careening out of play. And that's it. Your final score, New York Polet 5, Istria SC 2. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to another match from the Long Island Soccer Football League. Thank you so much for tuning in here on New Logical Sports Plus. I'm Mark Radigan saying so long from Astoria Park in Queens, New York. And like I said, your final score, New York Polet 5, Istria SC 2, as New York Polet heads to the top of the table in the Premier Division of the Long Island Soccer Football League. Enjoy your Sunday night, everybody, and thank you so much for choosing New Logical Sports Plus.